You're not coming in. Instagram, happy Wednesday. Welcome to today's episode of The Trish Lynn Show. Today we are talking about identity and money mindset, and this is leading into something that I am very excited to announce here and here only. You guys are going to be the first to hear about this offer right now and pre-launch. Say hi when you guys come on. Let me know that you are here. We have a couple things against us for today's episode. One, my air conditioning is being installed. They're working right outside of this window, so I'm going to apologize in advance for that. Two, they are paving driveways, and I'm guaranteed they're going to end up on my driveway very, very soon, and the dog who is trying to get in is going to end up barking. So I'm going to apologize for that. And three, I am feeling a little under the weather, but I want the show to go on. I want to be able to share these pieces with you guys and share my experiences and all of the things, because it is so important to our success and our growth and our evolution. So talking all things identity, my throat is very, very sore, so please bear with me as we go through today. Talking all things identity and money mindsets. I want to share from where I started, where I was at, to where I am now, and all of these little pieces in between, because those are the pieces that really get to choose our growth and how we evolve and how we move through things. So for those of you who are new to me, new to the show, new to this page, if this is the first time you are catching the Trish Lynn Show, I am Trish. I am a single mom of 3, and I run a content marketing business. I also did not turn off my notifications, so bear with me because I do not need anything popping up. There we go. And when I first started, so single mom of 3, I have been single for almost 2 years now. December will be 2 years, and a big part of why I'm sharing with you what I'm sharing with you guys at the end. I was a stay-at-home mom, okay? And this is such an important piece because I had my business when I left, but my business was generating $0. So I want to say that when we are in these situations, when we are trying to figure out how we want to move forward with our lives, we can often get caught up in that money mindset and looking at the lack, looking at what's not coming through. You guys know I have squirrel brain, so all of these distractions are really distracting me. I'm going to apologize for that. In conversations, I've noticed that it comes to a lot of, we can be very single-minded on how money is supposed to come in, thinking that, if we have a business, it can only come in through our business, okay? I'm a single mom of 3, no income coming in. I've been gone 2 years now. We'll keep going. When you decide that things get to work for you, I set this intention before I even left that things get to work for me no matter what. You shift your thoughts, you shift your emotions, and you block out everything else that is telling you, that's not supporting you, and giving you that not supporting evidence on, what it is you're going for. That's where the fucking power is. That's where it lies, is in those moments where you get to block everything out and decide, this is how it gets to work for me. And that is exactly what I did. I did all of the work prior to leaving. I put in all of the things, looking at my thoughts, looking at my relationship with money, when I would go to buy something, just checking in with how I was feeling as I tapped my debit card, being able to shift that dynamic of scarcity and not having enough. Or for me, in my case, it was always having to ask permission. Now, I don't have to ask permission for anything. And I could be in that state of scarcity every time I tap my card, but I'm not. Let me tell you, tap is so much easier than having to punch in a pin. But I set the intention that I wasn't going to struggle, and I didn't. I haven't. My bills are always paid. Not always on time, because I do forget what day it is a lot of the time, more than I want to admit. But my bills are always paid, and it's not because I don't have the money there, it's because I literally forget what day it is. And that's probably just a side effect of working from home and being my own boss. But I've talked about so many times I've come on here and I've talked about, I did an episode before I moved from surviving to thriving. And the missing piece through all of this is being able to create the identity of who you want to be. So when you look at the evidence of what you want, your subconscious keeps showing you that evidence, okay? It really comes down to that deep-rooted mindset piece. It's a big balance of self-awareness and looking at the stories that you keep telling yourself and the thoughts that are going through your head. Being able to be aware of those thoughts during those certain times, in those certain situations, and being able to shift those thoughts that don't serve you into the thoughts that do. This is the work. It's recognition. Your subconscious is always going to show you what you are wanting it to show you. If you want to show you things that are not working, it's going to continue to show you things that are not working. If you want to be solutions and see what is working, those are the thoughts you have to keep producing. Choosing who you want to be and how you want things to work out for you is a choice you get to make, and you don't have to settle for anything less. That'd be a dumb check. All the fun things. The last 2 years of my life, and I'm going to kind of go back here, and I do have some notes because I want to make sure that I share with you a lot of, I had to ask myself a lot of these questions, you guys. I had to really sit with this and sit with the pieces that I have moved through, even some more recently, and be really open and honest and vulnerable with you guys. So the last 2 years of my life have been a lot of healing, growing, and expansion. And right now, I'm setting some pretty high income goals for my business, which means I have to become the woman that moves in the way I would once I hit those goals. Okay? We can sit in, now when I left, I had everything stacked against me. Single mom, no income. Everyone telling me I was going to fail, or it was going to be difficult, it was going to be hard. An ex-husband who, this isn't even in my notes, an ex-husband who purposely wanted to make things difficult for me, and did. When I stood up for myself, he went another route. Like, you name it, he has gone to make it difficult for me. And yet I'm still here. And I am thriving. Now, we can sit in this energy of, expecting change. But if you're not creating the change, if you are not actively creating and shifting your thoughts, you're going to just keep repeating those same old patterns, because the same thoughts are going to come up. You're not going to be thinking different. To see change, you have to think different. When it comes to money mindset, you have to start thinking different. We are in a society where we can get so caught up in thinking negatively. I mean, cost of living has not gotten any cheaper here. But I can dwell on the fact that I can't change that. There's nothing I can do about the cost of living. Or I can shift my own thoughts of what I can control and know that I am not going to struggle. What seems easier? Shifting those thoughts or staying in the struggle? When I moved here into this place, and this is a very, very raw, vulnerable piece to share with you guys. So when I moved here, and these are the deep questions I had to ask myself, I had a lot of imposter syndrome. I asked, I questioned, who am I to be in this massive, gorgeous, brand new, never lived in, top of the line fucking appliances house? I'm single. I shouldn't have this. I shouldn't be able to do this on my own. What if I can't afford rent? What if the bills are higher? What if my business doesn't make any money all of a sudden? These are all the real thoughts that went through my head. All of the things. And in that moment, and I've shared here before, my nervous system went back into survival. My nervous system went back into fight or flight. So I'm having all of these thoughts. I'm in that state. I was questioning everything. I had days and nights. This is why I wrote this stuff down, guys, because it's not the easiest to share, but I know if it's something I'm experiencing, you're experiencing. I had days and nights where I would break down crying for no reason. And this is recent. I've only been here 3 weeks. This is very recent. So these are pieces that I'm still moving through. I questioned my whole existence. I questioned leaving my ex and if I made mistakes. I, looked at the life he's living. His girlfriend has moved in. She's raising my kids. Everything came up. Everything came up. Because my nervous system, and I just tensed up. I just felt that. I don't know if you guys saw that in the video, but my whole body just completely tensed up. And it's okay because we're human. But the first step is acknowledging, oh shit, this is happening. Oh shit, I get to change this. These are the pieces, these are the big pieces that we get to move through. All of the odds were stacked against me when I left. But I chose to see things differently. We could even take it a step further and look at societal conditioning. Single women are supposed to struggle. That's what society tells us. Single women are supposed to struggle. It's not supposed to be easy for us. I'm going to call bullshit on that one because I was never conforming to that thought. When I was told I'm going to struggle, it's going to be difficult, I was never conforming to that thought. No matter what I do, everything gets to work out for me. My bills are always paid on time. I have a new, amazing, gorgeous fucking house that, yes, I still have moments that I'm like, holy fuck. I had one of those moments yesterday. I don't know if you caught my stories. If you didn't, on the Trish Lynn, I sat on my stairs and I just had a moment. I had music going and I had a moment of pure fucking gratitude for how magical life is. We get to create these pieces for us. We get to decide how life gets to work for us. No one else has that power to control how our life works for us. This is bringing me to what I want to share with you guys. December is 2 years since I left, when I had everything stacked against me. And I have not struggled once. So, come December 2nd, I am launching M3, Money, Mindset, Manifestation. One of my favorite programs to help women and men, because men can be on the other side of this as well, create that story of what life gets to look like for them. I almost wasn't going to launch this. But for me, this is a signature program of my growth and my expansion. And literally how much I have embodied as I'm sitting here in this office. I wasn't going to launch it because it doesn't really fit into the content marketing, but it really does fit into growing a business. It fits into growing your business and being independent and deciding how life gets to work for you. So I have created the time freedom and the financial freedom that I wanted. I have created the pieces of what I wanted. Now I'm in a season of expanding what that looks like for me. In that, I want to give each of you the opportunity to learn how to truly shift. Guys, give me 1 second. Someone is at the door. Of course. Yeah. You guys, the beauty of a live, unedited show. Like I said, they are doing the driveways. Apparently, the fact that I said I'm working and I'm live means fuck all. Because he still wants me to go outside and do something. I told him he was going to have to wait a couple minutes because, again, we get to decide how things work for us. And they were supposed to have this done yesterday. I don't work on their schedule. I work on my schedule. They don't pay my bills. And that's very fucking selfish sounding, but these are the pieces we have to look at. You know, I am doing something. What if I wasn't home? It doesn't matter. We will not get into a rant. I want each and every one of you to have the opportunity to learn how to truly shift, and create that intention of how life gets to work for you. I also have a list of fears. This is why I take notes, because I take notes and I listen to what people are saying and how people are feeling, because these are pieces I have experienced. But I've talked to women who have fears around money, who have fears of money running out, fears of not feeling safe to bring in the big money, not feeling worthy, not having a great income, but there's never money in the bank. As fast as it comes in, it's going out. These are all pieces that we get to shift, because I used to have those same fears. I used to have those same thoughts. And it's not just about, you know, when I look at my work, it's not just about the strategy. It's all of these pieces behind the scenes that go into growing your business. See, now we messed up my hair. Growing your business and being able to feel safe to sign the clients, being able to feel safe to have those high income months, being able to feel safe to continue to have those high income months, feeling safe. It doesn't even have to come in through your business, but just shifting in a way that you know you are fully fucking supported no matter what. And it's holding that desire and that intention so deep in your heart and in your soul that it has no opportunity to go either way. It just happens. It is. And it's done. So with that, I want to share with you that M3 is open for this episode only. And it is on a pre-sale investment of $99. It will be going up to $229 on November 1st. The only way to get that $99 pre-sale is from this episode and connecting with me from this episode. And then it will be going up to full price of $449. So $99 is a fucking steal to learn literally how to change your reality. I don't even know how else to better say it, because what I'm living right now is not what I expected 2 years ago. Last year I ran this program And I was in awe then of, you know, everything that I had accomplished. And now it's like, holy fuck, it gets better. And it gets to keep getting better and better and better because we get to set that intention that it gets to keep getting better no matter what. This work isn't easy. I will not be the person to say that it's easy, because we are diving into pieces that a lot of people don't really want to dive into, they don't want to look at. And that is what separates the rest from the best, because you are willing to do the work, you're willing to dive in, look at your stories, look at the pieces, look at who you want to be, and decide that from this moment forward, this is who I am, and this is how I move in my life, and everything gets to come back to me. So, on that note, I'm going to close out the episode. I'm going to apologize for all of the interruptions, and I will see you guys on Friday. If M3 is something that is of interest to you, or you want some more details, because I did get sidetracked and it's been a fun episode, send me a message here. Send me a message over on the Trish Lynn page. I will connect that in the caption for you, and we can chat the details of M3. You guys, your money story gets to be what you decide it gets to be. And it is that simple. It is that simple. So, if you want to change what that looks like for you, I'm a message away. Hope you guys have a great rest of your Wednesday, and I will see you back here Friday.